Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. So my peers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about January 6th and the energies revolving around January 6th. I just got done recording a video revolving around whether or not and when we're going to find out and when we're going to know more about the information that's about to be revealed. I did that YouTube video, so if you have not watched it, go in the description below. And at the end of this video, you will be shown a link to where you can go watch that video. This is a sequel to that. This video is being recorded on December 12th at 1:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that is when I am currently in recording mode for this video. Don't forget to engage with this content. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. The bell icon is important because it lets you know when I upload videos next. I feel like YouTube is not uploading and notifying you guys when I am uploading videos. I feel like I might be shadow banned or like my videos are being suppressed. And you can probably see that in the view count. So if you want, in the description below, I will put in my Blue Sky account where I will personally notify you when I upload new videos. But also, I will also have my Facebook group where you guys can join that as well. If you have Facebook and you feel comfortable, you can join the Facebook group with those who are just like you, and you will also get notified by me as well when I upload videos. It's very important to be able to get the voice out, get the engagement out, get the video content out, because there are other factors that are probably suppressing this video. I'm sure this video is not going to do as well, so I'm trying to get as many out as possible to reach a wider audience to you guys. Anyway, this video, again, is being recorded on December 12th. 1:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are a couple days out from December 17th when to do the electoral certification. And I've been getting a lot of information from the previous video, so I recommend you go watch that video first, then watch this one. You're going to be able to understand this video more if you watch the first one. Alright, so we're just going to jump right in. This is a preview. We're just going to jump in. I don't really think there needs to be an intro for this, because you already probably watched the other video, and there's no reason for an intro for this. Alright, so Spirit Angels, tell me about January 6th, 2025. In the past, I have gotten, I'm telling you guys here, in the past I've gotten for January 6th, 2025, I said back in 2021 that there was going to be another one. So, we'll see if the cards hold true and if it suggested anything like that. Can I use this one? So tell me to use my right away first. Okay, Spirit Angels, tell me about the information regarding about what's going to be revealed. What is the energy and everything that's going on? What's the story on January 6, 2025? What is the energy revolving around January 6, 2025? This card came up in the last reading. This card came up. This card came up. That card came up. Okay, so this is what we see out in the open. This is what the media shows us. This is what we're allowed to see. Now we're going to see what's behind the scenes. Now, if you guys want to know what deck this is United States of Tarot by Elena Lee McCune. Okay? Spirit Angels, tell me about what's going on behind the scenes on January 6, 2025. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cards. Are these the right placement? Flip them. Okay, what's going on behind the scenes here on January 6, 2025? And what is the final card? I forgot what's his name. He wrote The Shining. Oh, look at the popular card there. Here we have the Emperor. Okay, so he's in the center of the reading here. Um, the yeah. What is the bottom of the deck here? We have the Knight of Wands, which is an escape. Right. What is the top of the deck here? We have not that upset. Okay. So I'll put the bottom of the deck here. Because these two are the bottom of the decks. Right. Yeah. Oh, actually, no. This is the top of the deck. This is top of the deck. This is the bottom of the deck. And then 5 more cards. Spirit Angel for January 6th. 5 more cards. Okay, 4 more cards for January 6th, 2025. They told me to put this card back. Okay, they told me I needed to shuffle. Okay, give me 2 more cards for January 6th, 2025. If that card comes up, then it's meant to be there. January 6th, 2025. What one here? This one correct? This correct? This correct? Okay. A lot of information here if you ask me. Okay, I'm gonna move this here. Move this one here. This is again January 6th is when Congress certifies the electoral results. With the bottom of the card here, we had this earlier from the other reading. This is the bottom of the card, the bottom of the deck, followed by the Twin Towers. It's just then the Tower card. Top of the deck, we have Fire. Okay, I think it tells the story. It really does. In 2026, we're going to have some serious problems in the United States. I can tell you that. Yeah. Okay. Let's move these cards down. Let's try to move them over a little bit just so it's easier to see what I'm looking at. Okay. We'll just move this here. Okay, so we have a lot of information that's about to be revealed. So we have here the first card that comes up is the Page of Stories. And the Page of Stories is the connotation, a sequel of the first video. This is kind of like a part 2. So if you have not watched that video, please go and watch that video. This is the Page of Stories. This talks about the mental clarity, the ability to stand on a hill, despite the odds, despite the wind going against you. Now we have here is followed by the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of Cups, which means a lot of options. Right? A lot of options. Very hard to choose your options. Like, what do you do? But why is that a situation? Why are people feeling like that if the results have already been predetermined, but somehow the result is not determined? If that makes any sense. Like, people are still making choices even up until January 6th, which is very weird. But then we have the Queen of Wands. Now, this is Vice President Harris. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, well, the Vice President didn't have to certify the results. That was further clarified by what happened with Mike Pence on January 6, 2021. The Vice President is a ceremonial position. It's not a position that can actually reject results or even accept them. They can't do anything like that. Their job is just to be ceremonial. So for those of you guys who are suggesting that as a possibility, it's not a possibility. It cannot happen. It will not happen. So don't even bother suggesting that. That's not something that's going to happen. We do have the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands here is indicating there is some sort of role for a woman in this position. Now, this could be Vice President Harris in the center who had to certify her own loss. Right? She's in the center of the reading because she ran in this election, but yet she lost. Right? Now we have here a refusal of something, a refusal to see the opportunity that's presented in front of you, the offer in front of you. You're so busy sitting and wallowing, you don't see what's in front of you, this opportunity, so to speak. And I do want to apologize for this thing that I just said. Just don't suggest it because it's not something that can happen. That's all I'm saying. Don't try to follow yourself into rabbit holes. That's not an option. That's not something that's going to happen. It's not even in the Constitution. They don't even have the power for it. So if anyone tells you otherwise, they have no power. Just want to further clarify that. We have here is followed by the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of Wands reverse. I don't see. Well, it's too early to tell. I'm not going to say anything right now, but it looks as if right now it's not like what we've seen on January 6, 2021. It could be, but it doesn't look like that at the moment with the way the cards are going the first row, right? Now let's see what the second row is saying. The second row underneath the Page of Swords is being followed by the Queen of Cups. Actually, this is Barbara, who is a Republican, but she's dressed in the color of blue. Just to make sure this brightens up for me. She's in the color of blue, which is very interesting because why would you have a Republican wife? And this is, I think if I'm correct, and you guys can recorrect me in the comment section, but I believe that this is Laura Bush. I do believe that. And that is why she's in the color blue. Well, why is she in the color blue? But yes, she represents the Republican Party. Now, underneath here, we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 of Cups. We have the 10 of Wands, which is the immigration, the hard labor. The 10 of Wands, she's a laborer, right? Food right? There's many options here. There's many things. You can get berries, oranges, wheat, and there's the railroad. In the background, the railroad. So you gotta ask yourself, what does this all mean? It means that they're so nitpicking what they want. They're still picking their opportunities. They're still picking and carrying the burden of what's to come on this day. Now, underneath the Queen of Wands here, is the Five of Pentacles. This is the Great Depression card. Right, the Great Depression. Sadness, despair. This is the Five of Pentacles, walking away, realizing that you have officially lost. Right? This is her in the sense of her reading that she has to nominate her thing that she lost. So it tells me here already, and I said this before in my other videos, I don't feel confident that anything's going to be revealed until sometime after January 20th. And I've seen that in the cards many times. My energy pushed it after the 20th, not before. I entertained the idea in the other video. There was some sort of revelation, but it felt more like a minor seed that's being planted. It seems like the cards are here to also indicating there is a small seed that's going to be planted to a bigger story. I think he has to get inaugurated first before anything can happen. I really do. You let me know what you think, Getting. We have the Four of Cups, right? Opportunity, but you're steeping in sorrow. We have the Two of Swords here. Having to make a decision, right? Women having to make a decision, but then there's also guidelines and there's the We the People, the Constitution, the Two of Swords, making that decision. Again, the Constitution comes up relatively in the previous video and again in this video as well. Now underneath the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 of Wands reverse, we have the Queen of Swords. Right, again, another card. This is a Democrat this time, Hillary Clinton, who lost to President Trump. Right, she lost the White House. But yes, she's holding the truth of the honor. Now we have the Blue Jay here, which the Blue Jays are very important in this aspect. But she's in the color red despite being blue, right, representing the blue. Now we have here is being followed by the King of Cups. We talked about the Tower card earlier in this video. This is George Bush. So it's funny because we have the Laura Bush on this side. We have George Bush, her husband, on the right side. And we have the Twin Towers that have not yet fallen, which tells me that there's information that's going to come after the inauguration because George Bush is wearing a crown, which means he needs to be inaugurated first before the towers can fall. We do have here the Hierophant, which is the government. But in this aspect, it's talking about Martin Luther King Jr. doing the right thing without the violence. The protest without the violence. I have a dream, that. And this is the light shining through. And I said that there was going to be a butterfly effect in the United States. You want to see the good of America and see the worst of America. Then you're going to have to decide that back in 2024. And it's saying here that the light, what we saw on January 6, 2021, was the darkness of that response. But this time we're going to see something similar, but it's going to be the positive of it, which means that we're going to see it, but it's not going to get anywhere close to what we saw with the Republicans. Which means that there is going to be protests. I think there's definitely going to be protests, but it's not going to be violent protests, is what it feels like. Now, further clarification using the other tarot card, which is the Eclipse deck, we have the air card. And the air card is telling about pollution, but there is not as much pollution, corruption, grossness, murdiness, stickiness, stuff like that. But the Page of Swords here, followed by the 4, 5, 6, 7 of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the 10 of Wands, where we have here the Knight of Wands, which is the trump card, religion. Using religion as a platform to say that, people need to worship you. It's reverse. Which tells me in some capacity, in some form, there will be a fight that will ensue. I have a feeling it has to take place after he comes inaugurated. If he even comes inaugurated, because I even said I don't see him in the White House. I don't see Vance in the White House either, so I need to read on Vance ASAP. I don't know what's taking me so long. We do have the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is somebody who is burdened but is still receiving the Medal of Honor. Like somebody who is burdened, someone who is injured. But they are not injured. They can still do it. They are still very much in the fight. We have the Queen of Wands here with the 7 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, and the despair, the depression. She needs to get out of this state so that she can become the honor. That she can still do this. She's not as injured as she thinks. But in the mind, she believes that she is. So she restricts her own self. We do have here the 5 of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. We have the 4 of Swords. Protest, kneeling down, get on your knees. Right? Making a statement. The 4 of Swords here. Right? It's reverse. It's telling me here that there will be some sort of protest. There might even be potential, things being thrown, but it's not going to physically be as severe as what we saw on last time around. So it looks like things have changed. It looks like the story is starting to shift a little bit more to something a little bit more severe. But it doesn't seem like that is 100% the case yet. We do have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, the 2 of Swords, the Hierophant, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Cups here. We have it followed by the 4 of Wands here, which is the building, the frustration, right? The building of a new story, building of a new era, right? That is the story here. So what is January 3rd that's going to take place? It looks like to me there's going to be some sort of mild protest, potentially a little bit of anger and frustration, but not to the severity that we saw last time around. However, there is a motion where she's going to have to oversee her election results and certify it. And that's going to break her a little bit. It's going to be her sadness there that she lost. And she wasn't able to convince America. Now, this is telling me as well that something's taking place after, more so, after rather than January 6th. Because we have the Emperor on the throne, which is Trump, right? Followed by the Knight of Wands, which is, the reverse portion. Like the Knight of Wands, him escaping, entering into the fire, the hellhole, going into the hellhole. So he's going into something that's dangerous even for him. What is that? The 9 of Wands, the building, the foundation, the foundational aspect of the United States. I think he's going to challenge the very aspect of the United States, and he's going to practically burn it. He's going to practically burn the very foundation of the United States, but the foundation, it may be what stopped him. What is underneath the Knight of Wands? We have the Wheel of Fortune, followed by darkness before the light. And that has to do with the theory. So, And then what is the emperor? What is followed by the emperor? What's underneath Trump? We have here death. Okay. Okay, so we have the full moon here. We have the death card with the Confederate flag, the white horse, and the KKK, basically. Right? What is the death of? What is the death of? It's the death of the Two of Wands, right? Progress, flying. Like I said, defying gravity, right? Has to do with wicked. We have here the Ace of Cups, the white bird, again purity, getting released out of prison. There's some sort of pearl here. Some pearl, like clutch your pearl is what I'm hearing. And we do have here the magician. Reverse. So it's the death and end of a control of some capacity, what it looks like, the end of the puppet master. So that is really interesting. Let me see if we can use this tarot deck to see if we can get some more information regarding January 6th, 2025. Feels weird saying the whole thing again. We covered it before, but now we're going to have to cover it again, but this time in the reversal. Alright, so Spirit Angel, tell me what is happening on January 6th, 2025. What is the story on January 6th, 2025? The sudden wealth, 777 lucky number. We have here thief. We have here courthouse. Main female. Mature male, which is Biden. Biden, Harris. The house is in reversal. The house in chaos. Because of the thief, not yet revealed. But then there is sudden wealth and hope. And she becomes victorious because of the community. However, it revolved around the values of the Constitution. There is a sense of concern in the country because of a coffin, because of a death. And it will have to go to the court. The court will have to decide the great fortune of the country. It will take place in 2026. But there will be another court case that will come before that. It's going to be major, but it's going to be to despair. A lot of people are going to start struggling going into the next decade. And it's going to be because of what happened now, the house. Yeah, the toil and labor, the occupation, I bet is the probably the cardinal's message. The toil and labor, the lack of labor, the message to the people that they will find a new pathway forward. But there will be disagreement among both parties because of the person in power, the woman in power, in the occupation, the presidency. But there will be a sense of poverty that will be lifted among the people. There will be high honor that will be taking place eventually. But right now it won't be. But when that comes, there will be reunification of the country. So I feel like there's going to be temporary division, but it's going to be because of the lack of the lady in the power, in the house, the vacancy, unexpected income reverse. With the bottom of the deck, we have the mature female. This is the card that represents Vice President. Represents Hillary Clinton. That is the card that I've been getting, the information I've been receiving. I find this to be really interesting. Again, we have two deck cards show up in this reading so far. So it is definitely something transforming and something that's about to transpire. On January 6th, it looks like it's going to have to go to the court in some capacity, some sort of death. Yeah. There's something that ends. Something is ending. And something is starting again. Question is, what is that? You guys have to let me know what you think, or what you think that might mean, or what that might be indicating. Okay. Alright, so now that we established the story of January 6th, we're going to ask, who are they going to certify as the next president? Because a lot of astrologically, there are a lot of planets that are aligned to the nine, that is metaphorically speaking. But almost every planet, every in its own position, the exact same position as January 6th of 2021. Oh, this is reverse. No, hold on. I did something. Oopsie. It is 100% accurate to like the time frame in which it was happened. So like all the planet placement and its time frame, everything is all accurate. Like it's literally the same time, same day, different year. That's really all it is. If that makes any sense to you, same day, different year. That's all that you have to know. Okay. So now we're gonna do our next part of this video. We're gonna start talking about who's gonna be certified as the next winner. Because I have a feeling it's going to say Trump. But something's going to happen something's going to happen. I know something's happening, it's just like how it happened, because I did say it was something that we never seen before. Because before the reading, I kept saying whoever wins on election day will not be the one who becomes president. But then I said that I was trying to explain it, but I couldn't explain it because it kept telling me that it's something that never happened, that we never experienced before, so there is no historical precedent. But I was like, I kept getting Vice President Harris and Trump as winners, and I kept trying to understand it, and I was like, maybe there was a tie, maybe there was Harris wins the popular vote but loses the electoral college, something like that. Well, she lost the electoral college and the popular vote, so something else had to take place that gives her the win. You know what I mean? Like, it's just very weird. Like, it's something that we never experienced before, so it has to be something that's like abnormal, a precedent that has to be set. Clean dust. Perfect. Cleared. Alright. Spirit angels tell me who's going to be inaugurated as the next president of the United States on January 6th. Well, who's going to be declared the next president of the United States on January 6th? We have to find time. I think it's going to be Trump. Because, like I said, it has to be after he gets inaugurated. Now, for those of you guys who always blame the cards, and like, oh, the cards are wrong. The cards are never wrong. It's the interpreter that might be wrong. Maybe they're not able to see the information because maybe they're not meant to see or reveal the information to a certain time. Okay? The cards are never wrong. Now, we have the Page of Wands. But it's telling me to read it this way. It's telling me to read this one first, then read this one, and then read this one. The reason is because the Knight of Wands here is running towards the Page of Wands, and as this person's running with the wand that they have in their hand, this person that's stationary takes it from them. And is looking at that wand and saying, no, not too fast. Right? It's the same wand, but different people looking at it from different perspectives. Right? Because look, this person is in the desert, they're running. In the desert, they wrap around as they get closer to the pyramids where this person is. This person takes it, so they have to be a wraparound of some capacity. Because we have the Wheel of Fortune, which means divine. It's not divine. It was not supposed to happen like this, but now it is. Something changed. Underneath this Page of Wands here, we have the devil. The devil, the manipulator, the changer, the one who changed everything. But he is the Page of Wands. So this is Harris. Then this is Trump, because Trump is being presented here as changer and manipulator. She's running as she wrapped around the pyramid. He takes it. And here he is, the King of Wands. Underneath here, he is the victor. Here he gets to sit the throne. But now, here's the key kicker. We have red hair on this guy, right? Look closer. He has red hair. But what is the card that represents Trump? Yeah, yellow hair, right? But now you see the person who's sitting on the throne has red hair, not yellow. You see what I'm saying? It's a little bit strange, right? But, but look at this. Look at the leaves on this. It looks new, right? It looks like new leaves. But this person takes the wand away, and look, they grow a little bit, right? They grow a little bit. But when this person is in position of power, look at the leaf now. They're more mature, right? They're bigger, they're larger, they're more stronger. The shaft is even thicker. We even have underneath the wheel of fortune reverse, we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of swords reversed, which tells me there's a less restrictions here. On the bottom of the card here, we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of pentacles. The 9 of pentacles is talking about great fortune, right? A great revelation. Now, this is on election night. This is election night. This is the result that they come in. But in this aspect, it's the result that it comes in on January 6th. We have here a loss. And who's the loss for? The Knight of Pentacles. They're about to make a reveal on who lost. Who lost the White House. Okay, they're really building up the suspense here clearly. And then who lost? Come on. We have the Empress, which is liberty, loss of freedom. We have here not as much resistance, but the world has turned upside down. Not yet, but it will. The world is upright right now, which is the portal. Right before we switch the portal, and right when we switch the portals, she comes in. And she holds the power. She holds the pentacle. So something's got to be happening around this time that leads to her. There's some sense of confusion. I think this election is not over. It's not over. But there is still, she's still coming in and is saying that there's some sort of confusion. There's still decisions still need to be made. They're still choosing even on December 17th. But I'm not quite sure about the results. So actually, you know what? I changed my opinion on this. I think, it's very possible that Trump looks like he's going to grab it, but then he doesn't snatch it anymore. But we'll see, because it said this time needs to shift back into the original timeline. The thing is, are we going to be able to shift back into the original timeline, or are we going to stay stuck in this timeline? And for those of you guys who are kind of confused, we'll do a reading on the timelines. I talked about this many times on my YouTube videos. A lot of you guys don't know about it, particularly because I always get like low view count, which is absolutely okay. But in one of my videos, I spoke about how what to call it, the 2024 election was more important than the 2020 election, because the 2024 election will shape what your life is like after you die, but it will also shape your world. So whoever you voted for was the president who you will receive in your timeline. So some of those who voted for Trump will see Trump as president. For those who saw Vice President Harris will see Harris as president. And for those who voted for anyone else, wow, that I can't answer. But yeah. Okay, so let's see. What other information are we needing for today revolving around January 6th? We'll do Inauguration Day and JD Vance in another video. Actually, you know what? Let's find out if JD Vance is in this reading. Is JD Vance in this reading today, revolving around January 6th? Where's JD Vance? He reminds me of a schoolboy. So it reminds me, like he's a little kid and he's being taught how to do things in the corrupt ways of government. That's what it feels like. He's like a little schoolboy who's innocent, but doesn't quite understand the severity of the crime that he's committing. Okay. Where's JD Vance in all this on January 6th? Where's JD Vance? There's another death card here. Happiness and joy reverse, balance in reverse. Then we have justice. The justice card comes in at the bottom of the deck. Justice for the Republicans because of what they did, because it's purple. This is the Democrat states, or like the states that were not supposed to be as competitive they were, but they are. Has to do with the CEO and the connection to health, potentially abortion. And then we have to do with Trump trying to escape. Okay, we're going to read on that in a second. So where is J.D. Vance during this time? Or what is he doing? Like what kind of influence is he posing? We have female over the male. So again, the female is above the patriarchy. The female is above the masculine. We have here what challenges the schoolboy. That's what his name is. I think he's going to be called the schoolboy. What challenges the schoolboy? Literally what I just said. The escape. That's what challenging J.D. Vance. Why is he trying to escape if he knows he's going to be president? Or he's going to be vice president? Why is he escaping? What is he escaping from? Because we have Arizona with not a landslide. We have Arizona with not a landslide. Now, what have you been getting in the readings earlier today? We kept getting desert, right? Those seem to be the key notes here. The desert shows up again in this reading, but in this aspect, it's Arizona. And it's staying sideways landslide. It was not a landslide. Trump won that state, I think, by 6 points. Not all is what it seemed in the state of Arizona. We do have here the choices were reversed. The choices were reversed. That's the wording, that's the coding here. The choices were reversed. We have here the government. Democrat, Independent, Republican. This is on January 6th when they go and certify the result in this Capitol, specifically this building. We do have here underneath the Arizona landslide, we have Rib, the ghost of Halloween, the October surprise. There's a surprise coming. And it has to do with the eclipse, right? It's almost the end of the full moon. It's the start of a new moon. It's the start of a new cycle. We do have here happiness and joy reverse. So he's definitely feeling uneasy, very sad, very upset about something. And we do have here balance reverse. He's not feeling very tempered, which is very weird for a guy who thinks he's going to be the next vice president of the United States, but somehow he feels very uneasy, very queasy about what is about to take place. I am looking right now to see when is the next moon cycle for the United States. I think that's going to be very important for us to understand the moon cycles here. Let's see. The moon. So in 10 days, the moon enters Leo on December 17th at 6:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then the moon enters Virgo on Friday, December 20th at 2:37 a.m. And the moon enters Libra on December 22nd, 2:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that is when the moon enters in. But tomorrow the moon enters Gemini at 12:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So now let's just see when is the moon, entering into the United States chart. Well, we don't really know that, but we can find out when the moon cycle is. The next new moon, right? I think that's when everybody looks at the new moon or full moon. Okay, so the next new moon will be on December 30th, 2024 at 5:27 p.m. Here are some other new moons on January 11th, February 9th, March 10th, and April 8th. So January 11th is very close to January 6th. And also the other one, the new moon, is on December 30th, 2024 at 5:27 p.m. Okay, so it's the new moon, and what's the full moon? Next full moon. The next full moon will be on Sunday, December 15, 2025 at 4:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be the last full moon of 2024 and is known as the cold moon. We talked about this before, so it's very close to the 17th. So when they go and certify the electoral votes on the 17th, they will be in the energy of the cold moon, right? But the new moon cycle will begin on December 30th, right before we clock into the new year. And then, as we get closer, there will be a next full moon in February. Let me see. January. Next full moon, January 2025. And that new moon is going to be on Thursday, January 13th at 5:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it'll be known as the wolf moon. We talked about the wolf moon before and how that's very important. It's going to take place again. There's going to be some sort of howl because there's a pact, a reunification of something that's going to take place, a reunification of it all, right? Now let's read the story of why J.D. Vance is trying to escape, why that's the challenge, why it's on his mind. We have here justice coming for Republicans, right? Because of swing states, which is the purple color, revolving around the mechanism around safety of Trump, who's trying to escape in some sort of mechanism here, revolving around some sort of water or some sort of pool. So there's some sort of escape on some sort of water. Man will not know that he has left because he is unhappy about what happened before Thanksgiving. So something gets revealed. So remember we talked about Thanksgiving and something starting to take place that we're not going to know yet, but things are happening behind the scenes that's not going to be revealed. Well, he knows about what those things are, and this is just for show. This is the angel. The angel comes in to save us, revolving around the election. And it will restore the home in which we thought was up for sale. The home in which we thought was up for sale. There won't be a celebration yet in the White House because we don't know who exactly going to be president because the president has escaped the country. So I guess we're going to have to do a reading on Trump now and J.D. Vance trying to escape because that seemed to be the center of the reading in like a couple of my videos so far that they're trying to escape because they're trying to make sure that they have power and they can regain that fast power leader, right? Fast. We have here spirit communication message text. They're trying to communicate with us. Revolving around this person is supposed to be in jail but is not in jail. But it revolves around evidence around the United States about something being found. Evidence being found, but it won't be revealed quite yet because they need to find out the truth before it gets revealed. But when it does, there will be a loss that will come and the truth will be revealed eventually. But the answer is no for right now because we're going to enter into the crappy period around the world and the globe where the uncertainty is so uncertain and the results may take quite a while. But the sun is on the horizon because things will go up and things will start looking a little bit less natural. But that's okay because as long as the sun is shining, two males will fall, the love will increase in the United States, and it will come as a gift for the country around the time of a woman who falls as well. So there will be a woman who falls, and then here is the stop card, but it is reversed because it's telling us not to stop and to keep going. We have here the devil, who made a deal with countries around the world globally, who wanted to rain hell on a lot of their own citizens and eclipse and expose data's coming. But when that comes, there will be a network of money that is found. This is the green card. Money that will be found. And it will be over the horizon, revolving around Asia. But when that happens, a woman comes into center focus. People will not believe the result of what happened because they believe that a change had occurred, a transformation, a change in leadership. And yes, it will happen, but we don't know how because we're not meant to know at this point, which is why it's blank. But there will be a state of confusion among the people because they didn't know that this was a possible outcome. But when it happened, the young male will also take center stage, and there will be a balance in the chakras of the country. It won't be as a disaster as some are saying, but there will be fun that will be brought to the country, but work needs to be done to bring the country out of darkness back into the light, which is the beauty and the beast. Light will be shown even through the darkness. Light will be shown even in darkness. Some are going to surrender and are not going to be able to escape as fast, despite the speed. The economy is going to plunge because of what happened, but the crack has already opened. It's just a matter of time before the candles blow. The reveal has come. The rain is no longer raining, it's now there. A new, young, and vibrant in the United States is coming. Not the old, not the way things were before. Trump is the old because he was already president. Something new is coming in. It's going to be very busy for the country. Again, Arizona here. And then there will be a disconnect between the country. There have to be a rebuilding. So it feels like there's going to be some sort of disconnect between country. Countries are going to be starting to fight over what really happened or whether or not they could trust the United States again. We do have here jail time, but it's reversed because there's only so much time before this person's gone or disappears from wherever. This has to do with a male. Of course, what's new? A male. Right? But when it comes and they try to catch him, there will be a tower moment for the clown, and this will be Trump. Right? It's telling us this is to stop us from going, but we have to flip it over and keep going. The fountain of youth will not flow if he is president or if he tries to escape. The yin will always be above the mask. So the masculine and the feminine, or the yin and yang, the yin will take supreme over the yang. We have here communications will be down when this takes place, but there won't be a win. So it tells me there's a loss and a win here. The loss was reversed, the win was reversed, which tells me that there's more to come and revolving around potentially a redo. However, in January, there will be something that's on the horizon, something new, especially snow. Snow is very pure. There will be luck that will be coming. Again, something else is on the horizon here, some sort of revelation revolving around the number 8. We have here about the president or world leader. It has to do with a female and a male. Female and a male. Has to do with extraterrestrials or UFOs or unidentified political objects around the globe in high diversity. So there's high diversity here. What a link is, there's some sort of link to these old individual 88. Some people have mentioned that Trump. Then we have here the woman is always above the male. Again, the male is here, the woman is always on top. We have here number 77, intelligent, believe, faith, knowledge, Anaki, words, educate, and basin. Then it's followed by money, reverse. So there is a money trail, but it gets thwarted. Then there is education. People will start to realize the truth. The virus was a facade, or the story of it. Then we have here the key. So it feels like to me that there is still a story that is yet to be told. The question is just how fast did that story tell and whether or not the information will get revealed. I do feel like for me though, JD Vance is going to try and do something. But I almost feel like he's on the sideburns here. He doesn't really know exactly what to do, and he feels like he's a little child that is still very much new to the whole scenery and the way things work. And it feels like somebody's grooming him in a very specific way to do certain things that they want him to do. So he's being groomed, that's for sure. What to call it? You know, it's going to be very interesting to see how this next couple of weeks play out. But that's what we're getting with JD Vance and where he is in this position of time. And even on January 6th. So, let's see. Because it's not giving us an answer. We can't know the answer about what's going to happen. Because then it revealed everything, right? Revealed everything. And then that's bad. So Spirit Angels tell me, yeah, so, you know, there's some sort of despair to come in, you know, not a surprise. Here we have a message for expectation of a woman, a message of concern. Here, okay, so here it is. So we have despair here, despair coming in, and then we have expectations underneath. Right, you're expecting something to happen. When you keep expecting it, you're going to always find yourself disappointed. It's telling you to stop expecting things to happen in a very specific way. Allow it to happen naturally without trying to influence it. We have here on the left side, we have the message card. The message being sent. And when the message is received, on the right side, it's a message of concern revolving around the woman. We have here the pathway. He sent a message of the pathway and how to do it. But it might lead to a division of the country. over an occupation or role. The question is that whether or not, they seize the opportunity, the division is still always going to be there. It may not happen right away, but the division will still be there. So she could take the opportunity. It may divide the country temporarily, but she can heal it. Or she can choose not to, and the country still stays divided anyway, and may happen again. That is up to her entirely. We do have fortune, high honor. Oh, I don't know if she's gonna do the right thing. I feel like she might shoot herself in the foot. And she might just try to keep the country unified. I don't know. I don't really have much faith in Vice President Harris at this moment to do anything that is beneficial for the country. I feel like she is in the state of depression. I said that many times in the video. I don't really have confidence that she's going to do the right thing. I think Biden needs to step in and be able to do something because she's unable to think clearly. Because she looks like she's compromised. Yeah, she's compromised. She's a privileged lady, reverse. Here, she thinks people do not like her. People have betrayed her or stuff like that. We have the community here. I don't really have confidence in Harris. I have more confidence in Biden than Harris at this point. We have the official person. I don't know if she's gonna do anything. I think at this point it has to be Biden. Biden's gonna have to make the official call. That's up to him. If he wants to seize the opportunity, we'll see. We'll see if he does. You let me know what you think in the comment section below. But this is what I'm getting. I don't get anything too major in terms of any sort. I didn't get the energy that I felt last time around for January. So something definitely changed since then. But anyway, until then, I love you, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll continue to touch base on this. You let me know what you've been getting. Engage with the content. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and share this video with others. And yeah, until then, I'll see you again in the next video. Bye.